Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Mary and I talk about faith, marriage, and lifestyle. Thank you so much for joining and thank you for your love and support always. If you're new here, you're welcome and feel at home. In today's video, I'll be talking on the topic how to have a God-centered dating relationship. And let me start by saying that for God to be the center in your dating relationship, He first has to be the center of your own life. And no, there is no option for this. If truly your desire is to have a God-centered relationship, first of all, allow God to be the center of your own life. So the first thing I believe and many others for you to have a God-centered relationship is choose a partner who value the relationship with God as much as you do. You know, if you want God to be the center, the central in your relationship, you should choose someone who is passionate about following God. While it is possible to continue to serve God if you are dating an unbeliever, it will be difficult to truly make God the center of your own relationship. So the first thing for you to have a God-centered relationship as a Christian you must have, you enter a relationship with someone who is also born again. Because God is not the beginning of because your intention I believe your intention for you to enter this relationship is to get married. And God is not only the author of marriage, He is the sustainer of that marriage. And God is going to sustain that marriage only if your relationship with you, both of you, He is the one in charge of it. So before you start dating anyone, pray that God will help you find the right person. Don't just get swept away, for a partner who display, or don't just be swept away, or because of your emotions or because of your physical attraction. Look for a partner who displays godly qualities. Don't just be in a hurry to get married. And I believe that God will help you in this area. And the second thing for you, I believe, for you to have a God-centered dating relationship is date with the intention of getting married. If you are not ready to get married, or if marriage is not in your mind, please don't enter a relationship now. Because casual dating may be popular in the modern world, but if you're trying to serve God, you should be looking for the partner God has chosen as your spouse. Only date someone if you see them as a potential lifelong partner. That does not mean that you have to marry the first person you are dating of, but don't just get in relationship because everybody's getting in relationship. Date if you are ready for dating and if you are ready for marriage. Don't just enter a relationship because people are getting, or you feel like also you need to be in a relationship and you don't have marriage in mind. Just my advice is enter a relationship if you are ready to get married. Because this if you want God to be the center of your relationship, date someone that that God has ordained for you to enter, to has ordained for you as a go, your future partner. So don't just enter into a relationship because people are getting into relationship. Take your time and wait for your time if you are not ready to for marriage now. And the third thing I believe for you to have a God-centered relationship is avoid becoming physical intimate before marriage. This is very important because God has cautioned us Christian, the reason why we should do this. When you are dating someone, you are attracted to him or to her, physically. It can be hard to resist the temptation, to be close. To be close to that person physically. But as a Christians, God has said that God wants us this for us to be intimate about before getting married. So as a if you want God to be the center of your relationship, please avoid becoming physical intimate. It is not good, because marriage is only honorable when the bed is not undefiled. So as a Christian, if you desire God to be the center of your relationship, you think it might not matter now, but it matters a lot. So as a Christian, avoid becoming physical intimate before marriage if you truly desire God to be the center of your relationship. Another thing is, avoid situations where you and your partner might be tempted to sin. If you want God to be the center of your own relationship, it is a good idea for the two of you to avoid people, places, or situations where you might be tempted to do things displeases God. So it is wisdom for you as a Christian couples to be, to avoid situations where you and your partner may be tempted to see. Don't end, things like, going to watch movies where you think that those movies, they will cause you to, to sin. So avoid such situations. And the other thing that I believe, for God to be the center of your relationship is, spend time with other godly couples. This will help you to strengthen your identity in God. Since you'll be surrounded by other people who are also seeking God, this one will help you. This one will shape your behaviors. Because there's this saying that says that, show me the people you work with, and I show you how your relationship, or how you be 5 years to come. So for you to have to, to the company you keep matters a lot. If you keep people around you who are godly, that one will help you to attract God into your lives and into your relationship. So my advice as a single Christian: please spend time with other godly couples, even those, and they will help you, even to have a good picture concerning marriage. The other thing that I believe, that for you to have a God-centered relationship, rely on God and each other when times are difficult. Because when it comes to marriage, there are times you are going to face some difficulties. Remember, if you and your partner are going to get married, you will have to take on difficult situations together throughout your life. So if you have a hard time working together when you are in dating now, you may have a hard time being on the same page later on as well. So now that you are in a dating relationship, and I believe your relationship is leading to marriage, rely on God and each other when times are difficult. Because even in dating relationship, you are going to face some situations which you might not carry them on your own. So please, my emphasis is rely on God, and also rely on your partner, on your partner to be when times are difficult. And I pray that God will help you to have a successful relationship, so that which will lead to marriage. And I believe that God will help you to have a glorious marriage. I thank you so much for watching, and I believe that you have gotten something in this video. Please make sure you implement whatever that you have heard in this video, so that you can have a healthy relationship and a good marriage in future. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and if you have not subscribed, just click on the red button below the video written subscribe, and also click on that bell beside there, so that every time I upload a new video, you'll be among those that will be notified. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you so much for your love. See you in my next video. Bye.